Hey everybody, thanks again for tuning in for another pickup video. Before we get started, if you're not a subscriber yet, we're making a push for 2,000 subs, so if you could just hit that subscribe button, it's greatly appreciated. And with that out of the way, let's get started. I was going to make this into one big pickup video, but there's just too much material, or too many items, so I didn't want to drag this one out too long. So I'm going to break this up into two parts. This first one's going to be more of like a miscellaneous accessories, odds and ends kind of one. And then the following video you're going to see for this one is going to be more based on strictly video games and movies. And some music stuff. So with that out of the way, let's get started. Sort of surrounded by everything here. Start off with something really cool that I had as a kid, or teenager, I guess, and I really don't know what happened to it, but we're all familiar with cassette Walkmans, portable CD Walkmans. So this was like what was it called again? Media. This was a mini disc player made by Sony. So they still called it a Walkman. But as you can see, it's probably one of their smallest devices. It never really caught on. When I came out, people were interested, but it just never stuck around for some reason. I think this was along the same lines as CDs were coming out at the same time, possibly. Runs on one AA battery, which is really nice, not the standard 2. And it's got the standard format on it. You can actually record on this too for some reason. I think I remember with these, you would hook them up to your computer. Where is it here? There's a line in, and there's something else. I forget exactly how you did it. It's been so long. But anyway, when you hit the release button, that would pop your mini disc. So this would be your actual, obviously your mini version of the CD. It's more like a, was I showing you the right way? Sorry, like that. So it's almost like those old versions of 3.5 computer discs. So, and 74, I'm assuming that means 74 minutes of audio. And did that slide? I guess I can't trigger it to slide. So really cool. I haven't had it. Uh-oh. Doesn't go in that way. Which way did it come out, guys? That way? This way. I haven't listened to that yet. That disc in there came with it when I got it. So I'm curious to see what kind of music's on there. But anyway, I thought that was really nice. I think I'm going to add that to my my Walkman mini disc collection. Another thing I found that was really cool, I don't have my VHS copy of it right now, but there's a thing back in the day, a show on TV called Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future, I think. Anyway, it was one of those, it was around that laser tag period where you would play your VHS cassette in your VCR. It would show like a mini 16-20 minute show on TV, and then you would have an accessory like this. This was actually the Captain Power jet. Christ, that wasn't supposed to pop out. Anyway, there we go. It actually doesn't pop out. I must have hit the button. Anyway, so there's your hand holder. There's a trigger. It would shoot out a laser at the TV, much like, say your a light gun you would use on a CRT. So this would be like for the flying scenes where it would say, all right, let's get into our jet, and then you'd be like aiming this at your TV, pressing the trigger. Takes a 9-volt battery. The only thing that was to fall out, which is still there. The cover back on. can. Okay. And then it's got two toggle controls right there. One is on and off, and the other one is room, and the other one is TV. So I guess there's also like the whole Captain Power. You could put the vest on or whatever, and you would use this to shoot at your opponent in your house, like you're playing laser tag, right? There's a mechanism in here that would eject your person out when you press that. I just don't have it locked in. It's that little red trigger thing there. But something really cool, like, you know, I haven't seen this again since the series came out, and it wasn't long-lived. It was like, I think they were showing it on TV for about, I'm not even sure how many episodes. It didn't even last a year or a season or whatever you want to call it. But really cool. Originally I was going to sell this, but I think in the end I might just end up keeping it. So it's the Captain Power jet, for lack of a better term. Oh, Christ, I don't have any room here. Another thing that I found, it's one of those Grundig World Band radio emergency receivers. So it's got the kind where you would charge it up hand-wise. You can also use batteries. One of those, like, you know, if there's a power shortage or something, you can listen to the radio still. It would have a flashlight in there. And it's you can manually charge it in case you don't have a power source, which just happens to be 3 AA batteries. And then you can see the built-in charger source right there. If I can close it. So I thought that was kind of cool. Next, to grab some VHS here. More for my Battlestar Galactica series. I don't know which one this is. I don't know if this is the movie or not. It is 2 hours. But anyway. It could possibly be the actual movie. Hard to say. Because I don't remember. This one I know I don't have. About Mission Galactica, the Cylon Attack. This is probably a little bit newer. This is only 106 minutes, so pretty cool. Add that one to the collection as well. And then I did have this one on VHS. One of my favorite albums to have that I really like. Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. So what's this? The first full-blown rock theater extravaganza ever. This is the concert that amazed audiences and critics everywhere. 84 minutes. So I guess it's just a bunch of concert footage. What else do we got here? Got a sealed Springsteen Greatest Hits. Add that to the cassette collection. I found these two. They're not vintage or anything. Like, what's the year on these? Canes. Not sure what this is, but they're 2 games. So a little bit of nostalgia from Blockbuster. Both the same. I'll put this one down. So what they are, it's just a party game. You know, designed in the old Blockbuster movie cases that you would get. So instructions. Comes with this little. So there's a bunch of. Honestly, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. If I can put all the cards back. It's one of those, like, you know, movie. So this is everything that comes in there. So you got three packs of movie. I don't know if it's like trivia stuff or not. You describe a movie, drama, JFK, or I don't know, whatever it is. It's got your buzzer. It takes a battery. It's got a Blockbuster sign, which you would shove this pole up into, and then it goes on a stand. So in the middle of the board game, you'd have the Blockbuster sign. I wonder if I can show that to you. Where's the board game here? The board. Here's your actual Blockbuster cassette. Cassette style board game. Board. So there we go. So your that flagpole would come up through the hole here, and then you would have the Blockbuster sign in the middle of the board. I just thought that was really neat. So at some point I will have to check that out, and I just happened to come across two of them, so probably get rid of one and keep the other. Why not, right? Got some puzzles here that I thought were kind of cool. Gone back into doing puzzles. This is the Legend of Zelda Collector's Puzzle. This one looks like it could be a bit of a mother to do. It's 550 pieces. And then I also found another Zelda one. This is the Wind Waker one. This one actually looks really nice. I like the colors on it. It's funny, I got both of those within 2 days. I found the Super Mario one. So that one's kind of cool. What else? Okay, I'm going to leave that till the end. Got some console stuff here. Randomly, just two controllers for the Wii. Shit there. You got a 360 controller. Got two PS3 controllers. What else? Another 360. Two chucks, nunchucks here. And one more Wii. Got OG Xbox AV cables and a Super Mint controller. Still got the little 4 crosshairs on it. Really, I don't know if this thing's ever been used. So this might be one that I add to the collection. And on top of that, I've got a really, really clean OG Xbox. Like, there's dust on it because I've had it sitting around and stuff, but I don't even see dust in the fan. Really, really clean. And then we got another PS3 Slim, not as clean. This one needs to be cleaned up. A lot of dust there on it. But it's the 2001A model. So what's that? The 150 gigabyte, I want to say. Down without dropping it. That's the power supply for it. And then this, oh Christ, it's one of those. This is what I'm really didn't have to do a double take on this one. You know, I like the old, I grew up playing like the D&D game modules. I should do a collection video on that. The ones that I have, but like, the D&D, there's like spy versions of the same formula of gameplay. And then I saw this one. I recognize the name because obviously of the movie Starship Troopers. So this is Robert Heinlein's Starship Troopers. I don't know. Role-playing game? Lack of a better term. Box obviously has got some wear and tear on it, but this thing is like, well, for how old it is, this is 1976. So I'll probably do like a little unboxing of this one later, but there's a back in case you want to get, just, even that artwork there is just super creepy. Really nice. I like it. So yeah, I don't know if, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'll do a video on it, but you know, it's got the manuals and pieces in there and whatnot. I think it's complete. Obviously, I haven't had a chance to look completely at it yet, but it's got a lot of cool stuff in there. We'll take a look at it maybe in a future video. So I thought that was really neat. I'm really happy to have that. Okay, this is where we're going to pause part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Like I said, the next one's going to be all movies and games. So leave me a comment below. Tell me what you thought about some of the pickups in this one. As always, you know, I like hearing what you guys have to say. If you can recommend anything else, I'd appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you with another pickup video very soon.